You walked past a mirror today, not the one you stand in front of to get ready, the one you catch by accident, and something stopped you. Not in a good way. You looked, and for just a second, you didn't recognize the version of yourself looking back. That feeling? It's not about age. It's about one specific mismatch between your face and your hair. And it's fixable. Today, you are someone who pays attention. You care about how you present yourself to the world. This isn't vanity, it's self-respect. And that is exactly the kind of woman this channel exists for. Here's what most women don't realize. The wrong hairstyle for your face shape isn't just unflattering. It is actively adding years to your appearance every single day. Specifically, it is pulling the eye in the wrong direction, flattening your most beautiful features, and working against the bone structure you were born with. The fix takes one conversation with the right information. There is one hairstyle detail in part 3 that a top stylist told me is the single most common mistake she sees on women over 50, and it is something almost every woman gets told is safe. It is not safe. And in part 2, there is a swap so simple it almost feels unfair that nobody explains it plainly. I researched the worst style and beauty mistakes and youth-boosting fixes for mature women, so you get simple, proven transformations that work immediately. Today we're covering the best hairstyles for your face shape after 50, and by part 3, you're going to want to stop and look in the mirror. I mean it. Part 1. The face shape foundation most stylists skip entirely. Part 2. The cuts that lift. Part 3. The one safe choice that isn't. Part 4. Your complete after 50 hairstyle roadmap. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. I cover this every week. Part 1. The face shape foundation most stylists skip. Stand in front of your mirror and pull your hair completely off your face. All of it. Every strand. Hold it back with both hands and look, really look, at the shape of what's left. The line of your forehead. Your cheekbones. Your jaw. Most women have never done this properly. Most women have been choosing hairstyles based on what they liked on someone else, or what their stylist suggested without asking a single question about what is underneath the hair. That is where the problem begins. Here's what nobody tells you. And this is the one thing I wish every woman over 50 knew before her next salon appointment. Your face shape does not change, but the way your face reads changes dramatically after 50. Volume shifts. Cheeks soften. The jawline loses some of its earlier definition. The hairstyle that worked beautifully for you at 38 may now be doing exactly the opposite of what you need. And you have been loyal to it for a decade without questioning it. That loyalty is quietly costing you years. There are 4 main face shapes to know. Oval, slightly wider at the cheekbones, gently narrowing at forehead and jaw. Round, equal width and length, soft full cheeks. Square, strong defined jaw, broad forehead, similar width throughout. Heart, wider forehead, narrowing to a pointed or delicate chin. Most women are a blend. Most stylists work with the dominant shape. The key is knowing what yours needs after 50, because the rules shift. This one is everything. After 50, every face shape needs movement near the cheekbone line. Not volume at the crown. Not width at the jaw. Movement, meaning layers, soft angles, or a piece of hair that catches light exactly where your cheek sits. That is what lifts the face without surgery, without products, without effort. One well-placed layer, and your bone structure does the rest. I watched a woman in a salon chair last month. Stunning oval face, genuinely striking bone structure, and she kept asking her stylist to just tidy it up. The stylist kept tidying. Same blunt line. Same length. Same shape it had been for years. Neither of them stopped to ask what the hair was actually doing to her face. She left looking exactly as she arrived, which means she left with a style adding 3 to 4 years to her appearance without either of them knowing. For oval faces, almost any length works, but after 50, avoid cutting above the chin unless you have very strong jaw definition remaining. The jaw is what anchors the face. Removing length near the jaw removes that anchor. For round faces, the goal is length and vertical line. Hair that falls at or below the collarbone, with layers that move downward, creates the illusion of length. Width at the sides, whether from volume or curls framing outward, does the opposite and should be minimized. For square faces, softness is the answer. Gentle waves, sideswept layers, or a style that moves inward at the jaw rather than sitting flat against it. Blunt ends at jaw level on a square face draw the eye directly to the jaw's width, exactly where you don't want attention after 50. 4 heart faces. Weight at the jaw is your friend. A style that builds volume at the lower half of the head, not the crown, balances the wider forehead and creates harmony through the whole face. Know your shape. Know what it needs now, not what it needed 15 years ago. Your bone structure is still beautiful. The right cut simply lets it speak. The next part is where it gets specific. Because knowing your face shape is only half the equation. The other half, the part most women miss, is knowing which cuts are actively lifting you right now. Part 2, the cuts that lift. Here is a bold truth, and I am not going to soften it. There are hairstyles that are being sold to women over 50 as elegant, classic, and age-appropriate. And they are quietly, effectively, making those women look older every single day they wear them. Not because the cuts are ugly, because they are wrong for the face they are sitting on. And the saddest part? The women wearing them usually feel something is off but cannot name it. The blunt jaw length bob is one of the most popular cuts for women over 50. It is also one of the most aging, depending on your face shape. Here is exactly why. A blunt line at the jaw draws every eye directly to where the jaw ends. After 50, when the jaw has naturally softened, when that crisp definition of your 30s has relaxed into something rounder and gentler, a hard horizontal line at that exact point emphasizes the softening. It frames it. It says, look here. This is where your face loses its structure. That is not what you want. The fix is not a different length. It is a different finish. A layered bob, same general length, but with soft graduated layers that thin the ends and allow movement. Does something entirely different for your face. The eye follows the movement, not the line. And movement goes upward, toward your cheekbones and eyes, which is exactly where you want attention. Write this one down. The difference between a layered bob and a blunt bob is not always visible in the mirror. It is visible in photographs, in natural daylight, in the moment someone sees you across a room and registers your face before they register your hair. That is when the cut either lifts you or flattens you. Now, the cuts that genuinely lift, and why they work after 50 specifically. The collarbone cut. Hair falling just at or slightly below the collarbone, with long layers beginning at the cheekbone. This length is universally flattering after 50 because it is long enough to create a vertical line, which reads as length and elegance, while the layers begin right where your face needs the most support. The cheekbone layer catches light. Light on the cheekbone means the eye goes to the cheekbone. Your most beautiful feature becomes the first thing people see. The textured pixie, only for women with strong, defined bone structure. But when it is right, it is extraordinary. A pixie with soft texture at the crown and tapered sides removes weight from around the face entirely, letting the jaw, cheekbone, and eye shape speak without interference. The key word is textured. A flat, helmet-shaped pixie does the opposite. It adds width at the sides and removes length from the face. The long soft shag, layers beginning high, near the crown, and graduating all the way to the ends, with gentle face framing pieces that curve inward toward the jaw. This cut creates movement, volume exactly where it is needed, and a visual softness that works beautifully on every face shape after 50. It photographs beautifully. It moves when you move. And it requires almost no effort to style. The next part? Most women find it harder to hear, but it is the one that matters most. Part 3, the one safe choice that isn't. Every woman over 50 has been told some version of this. Keep it simple. Keep it classic. Short hair is easier to manage and always looks put together. And so she goes to the salon, she asks for something low maintenance, and she walks out with the same cut that 100 women her age are also wearing, because it was described as safe. What nobody says out loud is what I'm about to tell you now. The safe shortcut, the uniform crop, the rounded bowl shape, the low-maintenance style that adds width on all sides and removes all length, is the single most aging hairstyle a woman over 50 can wear. And it is everywhere. It is in every salon's standard menu. It is what well-meaning stylists suggest when a client says she wants something easy. It is what women choose when they feel they are done fighting with their hair. And secretly, it is costing them more than any other single style decision they make. Here is why. A rounded silhouette that sits wide at the sides and sits flat at the top does three specific things to a mature face. 1. It removes the vertical line, which makes the face read as shorter and wider. 2. It creates a frame that draws the eye outward rather than upward, meaning attention goes to the widest part of your face rather than your eyes and cheekbones. 3. It removes contrast. Contrast, between the darkness of hair and the brightness of face, between movement and stillness, is what creates the impression of youth and vitality. Uniformity does the opposite. Yes, that's simple. This is the one a stylist I spoke to last year described as the hardest habit to undo. Because once a woman adopts a low-maintenance shortcut, she comes back for the same thing every 6 weeks for years. The style becomes identity. Suggesting a change feels like suggesting she give up comfort. But it is not comfort that keeps her there. It is the absence of information. What to swap if this is you? If you are wearing a uniform rounded crop, swap it for a textured pixie with crown height. The length change is minimal. The difference in your face is immediate. If you are wearing a blunt short bob that sits at the earlobes, swap it for a graduated bob that is shorter at the nape and longer at the front, with soft layers at the ends. The angle creates length. The layers create movement. And both together lift the entire face in a way the blunt version never could. One practical tip. At your next salon visit, specifically ask your stylist for internal layering. Layers cut inside the hair, not just at the ends. This removes bulk without removing length and creates the movement and contrast that every mature face needs without changing the overall shape of your style. There is one thing about your complete face shape roadmap in Part 4 that nobody in this space talks about plainly. That's next. Part 4, your complete after 50 hairstyle roadmap. There is a reason most best hairstyles for your face shape guides feel completely useless the moment you close the tab. They give you categories. They give you names. They do not give you the one specific thing you need before you walk into a salon. The exact words to say so that the cut you leave with is the cut that was described, not the cut your stylist defaulted to because it was faster or more familiar. That is what this part is about. Not theory. The roadmap. First, know the 3 words that change every salon conversation. Movement, lift, and light. Tell your stylist you want a cut that creates movement, lifts toward the cheekbone, and allows light to catch the face. Those 3 words communicate more than any amount of describing length or showing photographs. A skilled stylist hears those words and already knows what your hair needs. And if a stylist hears those words and still reaches for a blunt one-length cut, you are in the wrong salon. Second, understand the length rule after 50. Below the chin but above the mid-back is your zone. This range gives you enough length to create a vertical line, which reads as elegant and elongating, without allowing the hair to drag the eye downward, which is what very long hair does to a mature face. It pulls. It lengthens features in the wrong direction. If you love long hair, keep it. But keep it layered and keep the weight off the ends. Third, color and cut work together, and most women treat them as separate decisions. Warm highlights placed at the crown and at the face framing pieces are doing the same job as a good layer. They direct light to the places you want attention. If your cut is working and your color is placed correctly, your eyes and cheekbones are the first thing people register. If either is misaligned, the whole system breaks down. This one is everything, the maintenance schedule. The average woman over 50 goes to the salon every 8 to 12 weeks. That is too long for most cuts to hold their shape. Layers grow out and become weight. Texture becomes bulk. The blunt line returns. A cut that lifts you at week 2 can be aging you at week 10. And you have no idea because the change is gradual. Every 6 weeks is the standard for cuts that actually require shape maintenance. Every 8 weeks maximum. A trim does not have to mean a transformation. It means keeping the structure that is working for you. If you are starting from scratch, if you have been wearing the same cut for 5 or more years and you know it is not doing what it should, here is your exact swap sequence. Week 1. Book a consultation, not a cut. Ask your stylist to look at your face shape dry, before shampooing, and tell you where the hair is adding weight and where it needs lift. Week 2. Have the cut done in 2 stages if the change is significant. First session, add layers and remove bulk. Second session, for weeks later. Refine the shape once you have both seen how it moves. This two-session approach removes the overwhelm and means you never leave a salon in shock. And one final thing, because nobody says this plainly enough, you do not need to go shorter to look younger. That advice has been repeated so many times it has become assumed truth. It is not true for most face shapes. For most women over 50, the right length with the right layers does more for the face than any shorter cut ever could. The goal is not shorter. The goal is correct. And correct looks completely different on every beautiful, unique face in this audience. Your bone structure was always this good. Now you know exactly how to let it show. You just learned how to read your own face shape, identify the cuts that actively lift it, recognize the one safe choice that has been working against you, and walk into any salon with a clear, specific roadmap for the cut that actually fits you. You did that in one sitting. That is not a small thing. Your bone structure was always this stunning. Now it shows. Tell me in the comments, which of these hairstyle mistakes were you making without knowing it? Was it the blunt bob, the rounded crop, or the length rule you had never heard before? I want to know. Next time, we're going into the one color mistake that adds 10 years to the face overnight, and it is not the shade you would expect. Like this video, subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path, and I'll see you in the next one.